De la intrarea pe piață, E.ON a investit în România 2,1 miliarde. Recent ați anunțat, pentru următorii 4 ani de zile, adică până în 2027, 1,4 miliarde de euro investiții. Totuși, într-o activitate de distribuție, suntem guvernați de o metodologie. Metodologia de stabilire a tarifelor și tot cadrul de reglementare în sector. Cum putem accelera aceste investiții, coroborat cu principiile, unul dintre principiile din metodologie, că toate investițiile se fac în spiritul eficienței energetice și mai avem și niște limite de creștere a investițiilor, stabilite, bineînțeles, prin procedurile ANR. Cum facem în condițiile în care știm că, față de trecut, ce ne așteaptă, creșterea pe an, medie pe an, este spectaculoasă a nivelului de investiții? Cum facem cu metodologia ca să ținem investițiile la nivelul anunțat de dumneavoastră?
Da, mulțumesc mult și mulțumesc Cristinei pentru eveniment, mulțumesc că pot să fiu aici. Nu pot să merg la oriunde și la fiecare eveniment, dar la InvesTenergy întotdeauna vin cu plăcere. Cum avem un panel internațional, permiteți să vorbesc în engleză, încă e mai ușor pentru mine. So, before answering your question, I'm coming to it immediately. I want also to refer to the discussion this morning when Mr. Antal said they had to introduce a storage obligation before because nobody was storing before. This, I often am fully agree with what Mr. Antal said. E.ON always did the storage whether we had an obligation or not. We always prepared for winter also when we had the time without any obligation, and we had sufficiently stored for our customers, full stop. Because we are knowing that we have a key role, we are operating in critical infrastructure, and we are doing this with responsibility all over the place. Coming now to the question of investing, I think Romania has a chance, a unique chance. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. There is enough money available from EU funds to support whatever is needed. Romania has a geopolitical huge chance. It's geopolitically well positioned, but it also has done the right decisions in the past. And Romania can end up in not only 10 years, like it was said this morning, it already can arrive in less years in a situation where we have enough energy, enough natural gas to be a very attractive point of investment all over Europe, in the European context. And not only that Romania can be competitive, but that Romania can help Europe to be and to stay competitive. Therefore, I'm advocating a lot to all investors from different countries to come to Romania, to build their consumption here in Romania, and to grow this country, because the chance is there. And coming from Germany, I can tell you in 5 years, Romania will be far better off regarding energy than Germany will be. So this is a preliminary note. Now coming to the question, how do we increase? Yes, it is true. Distribution is the area where we must invest. This is the key, because all the other ingredients are already there. We are talking about projects of 10 years in nuclear or hydro, but we are talking about the fact that today investments take place. Unfortunately, Casa Verde is stopped. I cannot comment on the legal background. I only am frustrated that the whole country is waiting this to go on now because one specific case is under question. But even without Casa Verde, in this very moment, we connect 1,000 prosumers each month. 3 years ago, we had 67 prosumers in the whole area where we operate the electricity grids, and now we connect 1,000 a month. 2 years ago, it took us 90 days as a process. Today, we use only 12. So we accelerate, we connect, we do. And this investment is taking place, and we are talking about hundreds of megawatts each month joining the capacity of Romania, which means the production already is going to be there. And the consumption, the market needs that energy. And now the whole investment is done and only the key is missing. It's like you invest into a new house, the house is already there, but someone forget to invest into the key. So now we have to invest to do this investment into the key, and that is my main message today. Yes, we will need hundreds of millions of euro of investment into the electricity grid and also in the gas grid, by the way, to modernize it and to be ready for hydrogen and for the needs of the future. The good news is European money is available. We can unblock private investments. We have the possibility not to explode the distribution tariff because when we invest, it will be depreciated over the time, so it only comes back over time. But all this can happen only if we are not doing the same mistake that was done a year ago. Freezing distribution tariffs 1 year ago was leading to the situation, to all the challenges we have today. Freezing distribution tariffs means not enabling the investments, and if we are not enabling our part of the investment, all that European money is not going to come. We shall not repeat this mistake, but if we do it right, the burden will be manageable, and this key then will allow that all the energy connected already to the grid today will flow into the market and reduce the total cost of electricity. Thank you.
Mulțumesc foarte mult. Știu că înțelegi foarte bine româna, așa că o să continui în română. Ați declarat, Delgaz Grid, că exact ce spuneați, că conectează 1000 de noi prosumatori pe lună. S-a discutat și în primul panel și nu o să insist, dar aș vrea, din perspectiva reprezentantului unei multinaționale, care cu siguranță vede aceste probleme și pe alte piețe, cam care sunt soluțiile pentru prosumatori, în așa fel încât să nu ajungem la problemele pe care le vedem Ungaria, Polonia, alte țări.
Yeah, we are active in many countries, and I think there are two types of countries. Those who are imposing an incentive that you shall consume the most yourself, and imposing something like a storage of electricity, and those who run into a problem by not imposing it, and then suddenly the distribution grid is overwhelmed. Because I often hear, yes, it is because the Romanian grid is so old. That's not the case. It's just the same challenge all over the place. In all countries, it is not enough to only replace what is 40 years old. In all the countries, we have to invest something on top. So I'm convinced, in order not to repeat the mistakes others did in the course of prosumers, all next programs like Casa Verde must come only if you store. Also, I think we have to discuss that not some people 200 kilowatt. You have a super incentive scheme for prosumers, but this is going up to 200 kilowatts, which means that one investor can take the space of distribution grid of all the others. So we have to, I think, to talk about this one too, or to trigger investments taking place where we still have free room in the grid. Delgaz Grid just published a map where you can see where we still have enough place for prosumers. So all this means, I think, if we do the right things, we can handle and integrate far more prosumers to the system, and this is going to bring down electricity prices on the market. So let's do it. I think there are some details Mr. Antal was mentioning, where we can improve the situation of prosumers, and we still have to learn during the case. But you are right, storage is a key, and one part of the storage will be batteries. Another part of the storage will be hydrogen on the long term. And with the two technologies in place, I think we have all the chances to manage well this process if we do not do too many errors in between.